Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora and on today's video we are progressing my jungle island some more. As many know, I took a small city core break to finally get this island done. It should be done, I'm thinking, within the week. Then we can start our next city core island. But before we get started on this video, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that like, subscribe, and notify button if you want to see more content like this in the future. It really does help me out. In today's video, we are going to be building a waterfall perspective view, and we're also going to be doing just some general decorating and landscaping. We're also going to be doing some transitions around plaza, so if you're recreating this island or doing something similar, hopefully this brings you some inspiration. If you're new to my channel, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Nora, and I do a lot of Animal Crossing content and general gaming too. On my Animal Crossing content, we focus heavily on citycore, but I also am adding more natural content to my channel too. My goal is to do every single theme that is out there, so if you are somebody who wants to see me tackle a bunch of different Animal Crossing themes and get to know me better as a content creator, I hope you stick around. This build will have some transitions throughout the video because it took me several hours to do, but the terraforming base is pretty simple. You are going to have to make some adjustments as needed throughout the build. I had to make a lot of adjustments to get the illusion that I wanted the best, but the main focus right now is just getting that little waterfall started, and I love doing little tiered waterfalls like this. I think that's my favorite waterfall style to do, especially when I'm tackling a natural. I think one of my biggest focuses on this island too is just going to be using a lot of water scape. I actually wanted this to be more of a perspective build. It was going to be much bigger. There's going to be a lot more water involved because I was super inspired by a post I saw on Instagram, but I didn't have room for the build, so I wanted to do something around the same effect. Obviously a little bit smaller though, because I didn't want half of my map to be water. So if you did want to make this into a more of a perspective build, you would just have to expand the dimensions out, add more waterscape, and you would have to also expand that lookout spot out too. But I just wanted to make sure it didn't take up a bunch of space, and I just wanted to have a really pretty lookout spot for scenery reasons. I also want to add, if you missed my last video on what my content plans are, make sure you definitely go check that out. I wanted to talk about the fact that I am going to have some new content change to my channel. Obviously, it's still going to be Animal Crossing. What I mean by that is we're going to be doing natural islands after every single city core that we do. That way I can avoid burnout and I get a peaceful build break basically in between each city core that we do, because honestly, this island has cured my burnout. And I'm enjoying it so much. I didn't think I was going to enjoy a jungle island so much again because I've done several already before 2.0 happened, but 2.0 is just a game changer for natural islands. There's so many great items for it, so I'm super glad that I was able to just take the risk and try it out, and I've truly surprised myself. After my next city core, I'm thinking I would love to tackle something either that is a forest or maybe something around the farm core aesthetic. I think those would be super fun themes to do. So let me know which one you would love to see first in the comment section below, as well as builds that you hope to see make it onto this jungle island. Hopefully I don't run out of space. I've been running out of space quite a bit, but we did make a lot of progress on this video today. Like, I was shocked how much progress we made. I still have no idea where I'm putting all of my villagers yet, so if you have some ideas for that, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, since the greenery filling in took forever, I'm going to be transitioning quite a bit with it, but you're basically going to be using the stage 3 trees, which is 3 days of growth. That way we can stunt the growth to make this perspective that the island is further away. Now, this is not supposed to be a grand perspective, but we do want the illusion that the island is a lot further away than where we're standing. So that is the goal with this illusion. You're just going to cluster in a ton of greenery until you get the perspective that you like the best. I'm going to also be showing you little snippets on how this is developing each time I fill the greenery in. I did discover that using the full growth trees further away, like in the very back where you don't see them, just kind of added more dimension and lush terrain to it. So that's what I did at the very back. In the front, we focus mostly on stage 2 growth trees and stage 3 growth trees. That way, again, we get that further away perspective, but if you're wanting to add some more height and dimension, that is what I did in the very back. Now that I finally finished that little island, I'm gonna go ahead and start working in front of my plaza. And again, I want to do videos like this when we're working on my personal city cores. I know many of you get really excited when we do our general build tutorials, but a lot of you are always constantly asking me how I build and transition from area to area. And I think doing videos like this will be definitely helpful because I don't really know how to explain how I transition my stuff. Mostly because if you're new to my channel, I wing all of my builds and just hope for the best. Like, I don't come into any plans. I just let the creativity flow and just see what I end up doing. And that is what I'm doing on this jungle island too. So I thought just recording myself playing and progressing my island would be a great idea for those who need inspiration. And again, I want to do this also for city core tutorials too and just my general island builds. I'm also hoping to return to streaming once my life gets, under control. If you watch my other video, I've been super busy in real life and I just haven't had time to live stream like at all for the last few weeks. So hopefully my life stuff kind of like calms down so we can get back to live streaming again. So I'm making this little miniature island in front of Plaza, and I'm not sure where that other bridge below is going to go to yet. I did temporarily move my house over there, so I may just end up doing my house over right by the plaza, but I'm not quite sure yet. I just want to get all this decorated first, so I'm just going to again turn this into a little miniature island, and it's going to just have two bridges. I thought that would be such a cute transition, especially since my island is going to have a lot of waterscaping. And so I thought this was a really nice way to kind of like bring in some new dimension and texture to the build. Even though I focus a lot on city core, some of the biggest things that helped me when I was doing a lot of natural islands before I had my YouTube channel was looking at real life images for inspiration. I have been literally watching documentaries on jungles the last few days and using real life images to get inspiration for my island. So that is something I definitely recommend doing if you are someone who struggles kind of getting like ideas out, figuring how you want your island to look. Make a mood board and just like use real life as inspiration for your naturals. It really does help, trust me. Once again, I'm going to be cluttering in a ton of bushes and greenery. You can decorate this however you choose to. This would even be cute with like a little cottagecore like decoration area too on the island. I wanted to add that a lot of my waterscape can work well for forest islands. So if you're needing inspiration for your forest, this could totally work. But keep in mind too that a lot of my waterscape is also geared to looking more jungle-like. But the miniature island here would be absolutely adorable on a cottagecore island in my opinion. So feel free again to take any inspiration. I always encourage inspiration from any of my videos. You can definitely recreate these on your islands. If you do have social media, feel free to tag me on your recreations. I absolutely love seeing those. So I did want to put that information into this video too. So after I fill in all this greenery, I'm going to also leave like a little teeny tiny open spot over here. And I'm just going to do like maybe a little sitting area or a picnic spot. I don't want this to feel like cottagecore, but I do want to implement some cute little sitting areas too. Also consider where that other bridge transitions at an angle here, that I could do maybe an incline going up to a higher up level. So I might also do some terraform there. I'm also going to be moving some villager houses, so you're going to see more progress on the next video. I'm hoping to grind out a lot more on this island today. That way we can get this island finally finished. If you're needing some inspiration for your own jungle island, hopefully this will give you the inspo that you need. That way we can start my other projects that I have in mind that I want to do as well. But again, I just wanted to talk about that, like, even though I do a ton of city core, I'm so glad I took the risk to try out a natural. I forgot how fun these can be. So if you're someone feeling burnt out on your city core island, maybe trying something around, a natural or something more simple will help you feel happy to play Animal Crossing again. Once I finish decorating this, I'm going to go ahead and transition to show y'all how this looks fully decorated. I think it turned out pretty cute. I love the yellow and blue color palette lately. I've been doing this quite a bit. And I just think it's such a happy color combination. It feels a little bit different too for a jungle. A lot of people usually do hibiscus season or azalea season, and I'm really enjoying this fresh color palette. So here is the area finally decorated. Again, where my house is, I may do an incline transition there. I'm not sure yet, but we're definitely going to be doing a small sitting spot in that little opened area. Next, we're just going to do a quick walkthrough too of how the island in general is flowing together. And then here is, of course, where the entry is. And then we go over this way and it transitions to our first villager home. And then we also have just this little simple sitting area as well. Once we hop over here, then we head over to the lookout. One of my followers suggested using the ladder to kind of like define better where you need to climb up to visit on lookout spots. I really loved this suggestion, so I ended up swapping out 2 ladders for this location too. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Have a horrible day.